Joining us now on the flip side, former Florida GOP Chair Al Cardenas voted for Vice President Kamala Harris in this election. Thank you for being with us. Appreciate your time.
My pleasure. Good to be with you.
So is this something that you wrestled with, this decision, and how much so?
Yeah, after 4 decades of giving your life in a good sense to the Republican Party, how do you switch jerseys and vote for a Democrat ticket? And the answer is, I think Donald Trump is dangerous, unstable, and not fit to be president. And so it's a binary decision. And I'm doing this by default because I don't think America can take 4 years of his leadership in the White House.
So you don't want to see Donald Trump in the White House, but is there anything about Kamala Harris that you support, or is it just a no Trump vote?
I think she and Tim Walz are decent people. I think they'll abide by the rule of law. She's a former prosecutor and attorney general, and I believe that I've talked to her a couple of times. I believe that she'll uphold the rule of law. I'll probably disagree with a number of her policy positions, but that's why we have a Congress. So we have a balance of power. I'm confident that my decision this time around is a correct one. And if I'm not 100% satisfied, I know America will be in a good place. We'll have a respect for our Constitution, respect for our rule of law, and we won't have a very unstable person as the commander-in-chief at a time when the world's in great danger.
I know a lot of thought goes into reconciling that decision. Have you had any blowback in publicly announcing your support for a Democrat?
Well, sure. I have friends who feel differently, but frankly, they respect me. I've given the party my soul basically for 4 decades, and I think I've done a pretty good job. And as chairman of the party's been in the majority ever since I was chairman. We turned the state from Democrat to Republican. So I think I have enough award medals in the party to justify my decision and earn my respect.
Yeah, certainly a number of decades of experience. What do you think overall, Mr. Cardenas, Trump, whether you like him or not, has been a force in politics? How has he impacted the Republican Party?
Well, he's taken over the Republican Party. I started out with the Reagan administration and was happy to be an ambassador there. And if you look at the Republican Party Reagan days, Jack Kemp, George Bush, Jeb Bush, a number of people who have been working side by side with, and you look at Donald Trump, it's not really a revolution based on policy. It's a revolution based on a cult. People follow him. Very little talk about policies. It's mostly about hatred and division. And America can't be fighting with itself and still meet the challenges of tomorrow. I think his rhetoric is dangerous. I think his lack of emotional stability is dangerous. And I'm doing my vote is as much of a defense vote to protect our nation's values as it is anything else.
How much do you think Donald Trump is for show, though? Some of the things he says that he, unlike any other politician, has been able to get away with is for show, for entertainment, but less so about policy and what he'll do. He had 4 years in the White House.
Well, look, I look at the evidence. Almost every major military leader fears having him in the White House as commander-in-chief. They've all come out against him. Our chief of the armed forces and people in the joint command. We have the Secretary of Defense. We have most members of his cabinet are not supporting him. I mean, when you look at people who you respect, who were close to him, who are saying, no way, we're not supporting him, that's pretty overwhelming evidence that the man does not meet the test of stability or leadership.
Al Cardenas, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate your experience and sharing your thoughts with us this morning. Thank you for watching. Go to NewsNationNow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.